Hi, I'm Jim Gaines. I'm the editor of FLYPmedia.com.
FLYP Media is a proof of concept experiment in digital storytelling. What we're trying to do is show how all the media that the web can accommodate can be used at the same time in the service of one story. It's about using video and audio and information graphics and flash animation. It is a flash product. In service to a storytelling experience that's much like a magazine storytelling experience, but uses a lot more than paper, ink, and still photography. We are attempting to share a story in a way that's deeply meaningful. The role of design at FLYP is critical. We have about 10 people working there, and 2/3 of them are designers. It's not design in the sense of pretty. It's design in the sense of functionality. What we're about is trying to discover, define, and enact the optimal experience of a story. It's hard to imagine a story of which video can't be an important component. It's critical to have video in a human interest story because you have to get to know the people, and video is the most efficient medium for getting to know somebody. And art stories clearly are great for video. I've often wondered why arts magazines haven't already migrated to multimedia. I mean, how do you do video art in a magazine? How do you do anything that moves? How do you do performance art? Images are terribly important in terms of, for one thing, anchoring a story. In terms of allowing a reader the time to wander around an image. Video doesn't allow you that. Video just runs away. The problem of text is a really interesting one. Just because the space is free doesn't mean that you can expand infinitely the amount of words that you put there because people won't read them. In a multimedia context, print is great for setting forth themes, for inserting fact. Display type can serve that purpose as well as running type. And the deeper layers convey as much information as you care to purvey. But the main text that runs along a story with the audio and video and information graphics tends to be very short, and the compression is extreme. And I've likened it more to humming the tune than singing the song. I mean, it's almost a navigational device at the top layer. The process of choosing stories at FLYP is a little bit ineffable, but we sort of know the story when we see it. It's a combination of topicality, traction, the effective quality, the quality that makes it sticky, the quality that makes you stop and think. We have to think about the fact that we want to use all these media. We don't want a story that only works in information graphics or only works in print. We have to be focused on what our principal job is. And I think our principal job is expository and narrative rather than critical. And that the blog is a great place for criticism. There's a lot of talk about the place of the critic in the world of crowdsourcing and citizen journalism. I don't think that the role of the critic is going away. I do think that it's more well-defined than it was before because there are so many more voices. But I think that very fact of there being so many more voices creates an opportunity for authority. My view is that our job is to expose an intelligent audience to the arts in ways that they haven't been able to experience the arts before because the media haven't been there to support that. And that our job is less critical. We aren't actually doing it for any particular person, no demographic, no psychographic. We're doing it to explore this great new world of digital media. Well, right now FLYP is an experiment, and it's being completely funded by private investment. We are just now beginning to monetize, and that monetization is taking several forms. One is content partnerships. We're doing work with Scientific American, with Time Inc., particularly Fortune, where we're carrying rich media advertising for IBM. And I think that there are lots of spaces where business models on the web are working wonderfully well. I think that multimedia, taking our own space, is going to be reliant on rich media advertising. And by that, I don't mean banners that blink. I mean fully rich media storytelling advertising experiences. There are lots of wonderful examples out there right now, but they have no place to live. My partner, Alan Stoga, used a good metaphor, I think, to put rich media, really good rich media advertising into an HTML site is sort of like wearing your best suit on the beach. It just doesn't feel right. And you're not in an engagement forum. What we are selling, what we are attempting to create is engagement. And that's the experience that suits rich media advertising, because it's storytelling. I believe in the dual revenue stream model for journalism. I believe that we can create audiences that will pay to be where advertisers want to get them. I wish that the print world would discover the possibility of not becoming infamous for closing the next publication, but becoming famous for digitally transforming the one they have. I think publishers have to realize that when they have a healthy consumer brand, they really must explore the digital possibilities before they give up a brand. A brand is a terrible thing to waste. FLYP is a model for new arts journalism because it uses all the media that the internet can carry. Everywhere the cost of print, ink, and distribution is a burden, and the job can be done better in all media at once, there is the opportunity for FLYP. It's really about sharing the experience. And I think that's the ultimate purpose of journalism. I know there's some debate about that, but I really feel that's what journalism is about. It's about the sharing of life with other people. And I think this medium is beautifully suited to do that.